Morning, viewers. Chris here, Meeks Entertainment. How's everyone doing today? Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear everybody's doing all right. This morning, I'm going to bring to you guys a short video here. Today, I'm going to talk about America's most biblically hostile U.S. president of the United States. Now, can anyone guess who that might be? Go on ahead, give me a guess at it. George Washington? Nah, not really. Although George Washington, he was a pretty bad dude. He was mean, I heard. But he wasn't hostile to his country. Sure wasn't. Anybody know this man right here? Well, he's one of the greatest presidents we've ever had so far. Yep. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys the answer to that question. America's most biblically hostile U.S. president was President Barack Obama. Barack Hussein Obama. When one observes President Obama's unwillingness to accommodate America's 4-century-long religious conscience protection through his attempts to require Catholics to go against their own doctrines and beliefs, one is tempted to say that he is anti-Catholic. But that characterization would not be correct. Although he has recently singled out Catholics, he has equally targeted traditional Protestant beliefs over the past 4 years. Now, keep in mind that this brochure that I'm reading is from 2012, and it was written by David Barton. Okay, so it's packed with information, and okay, well, that's a trip. So let's see. But that too would be inaccurate. He has been equally disrespectful in his appalling treatment of religious Jews in general, and Israel in particular. So perhaps the most accurate description of his antipathy towards Catholics, Protestants, religious Jews, and the Jewish nation would be to characterize him as anti-biblical. And then when his hostility towards biblical people of faith is contrasted with his preferential treatment of Muslims and Muslim nations, it further strengthens the accuracy of the anti-biblical descriptor. In fact, there have been numerous clearly documented times when his pro-Islam ambitions have been the cause of his anti-biblical actions. Now, to let everyone know, we just had a Muslim elected in New York City. Now, you tell me that, I'm not saying all Muslims are bad. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying that some of the ideologies that this guy's claiming to have and what he's claiming to do in New York City people just heard the word free. This guy got up there, started talking, he's going to do this and that, and free buses, this, that, and the other. Government-run grocery stores. Come on, man. I mean, I don't know what these people in New York are smoking, but they need to bring that shit down to Texas. But anyway, supposedly that guy, Ramaswamy, or whatever his name is, that Muslim guy, to me, he was no good. And he was also tied into the 9/11. Somehow he was tied into the 9/11 crashes, plane crashes, and whatnot. So I don't see how people are still snowed by this crap that's really going on. New York City did not need some radical Islamist to be the mayor of their city. So they may get what they got coming to them, New York City. That's their own fault, though, you know. Number one, listed below in chronological order are 1, numerous records of his attacks on biblical persons or organizations. 2, examples of the hostility towards biblical faith that have become evident in the past 3 years of the Obama-led military. 3, a listing of his open attacks on biblical values. And 4, finally, a listing of numerous incidents of his preferential difference for Islam's activities and positions, including letting his Islamic advisors guide and influence his hostility towards people of biblical faith. Now, Donald Trump's actually doing something good over in Nigeria. He's done stood up and said about the Christian genocide that's going on over there in Africa. He's going to send the military over there with guns blazing because of the, the radical Islam is going through there, and then they're killing a bunch of Christians. So there's Christian genocide actually going on as we speak. So that's a good thing that, we have somebody that's actually fighting for, our freedoms here in this country. Let's see. Acts of hostility towards people of biblical faith. April 2008. Let's see. I heard somebody messing around. Let's see. 2008 in April, Obama speaks disrespectfully of Christians, saying they cling to guns or religion and have an antipathy to people who aren't like them. Okay, that's some lie he made up. February 2009, Obama announced plans to revoke conscious protection for health workers who refuse to participate in medical activities that go against their beliefs, and fully implements the plan in February of 2011. That was number 2. April 2009, when speaking at Georgetown University, Obama orders that a monogram symbolizing Jesus' name be covered when he is making a speech. Now, who the hell is he to cover up Jesus's picture when he's talking? Who the hell is he to cover up God while he's speaking? See, to me, he's just a regular Joe. He has no business at all even coming up with even a thought to cover up Jesus. May 2009, Obama declines to host services for the National Prayer Day, a day established by federal law at the White House. So there and again, Obama, he's just disrespecting what the country was founded upon, over and over again. April 2009, in a deliberate act of disrespect, Obama nominated 3 pro-abortion ambassadors to the Vatican. Of course, the pro-life Vatican rejected all 3. In October 19, 2010, Obama begins deliberately omitting the phrase about the Creator when quoting the Declaration of Independence, an omission he has made on no less than 7 occasions. November 2010, Obama mosquitoes the national motto, saying it is E pluribus unum rather than In God We Trust, as established by federal law. January 2011, after a federal law was passed to transfer a World War II or I memorial in the Mojave Desert to private ownership, the U.S. Supreme Court ruled that the cross in the memorial could continue to stand, but the Obama administration refused to allow the land to be transferred as required by law and refused to allow the cross to be re-erected as ordered by the court. See there? Who is he? Who is this guy? Obama. Who the hell does he think? What does he think he is? Some elected official. He's taking it straight to the head, ain't he? February 2011. Although he filled posts in the State Department for more than 2 years, Obama did not fill the post of Religious Freedom Ambassador, an official that works against religious persecution across the world. He filled it only after heavy pressure from the public and from Congress. And that was number 9. April 2011. For the first time in American history, Obama urges passage of a non-discrimination law that does not contain hiring protections for religious groups, forcing religious organizations to hire according to federal mandates without regard to the dictates of their own faith, thus eliminating conscious protection in hiring. August 2011, the Obama administration releases its new health care rules that override religious conscience protections for medical workers in the areas of abortion and contraception. Then Obama opposes inclusion of President Franklin Roosevelt's famous D-Day prayer in the World War II memorial. November 2011, he still, unlike previous presidents, Obama studiously avoids any religious references in his Thanksgiving speech. In December 2011, Obama administration denigrates other countries' religious beliefs as an obstacle to radical homosexual rights. In January 2012, the Obama administration argues that the First Amendment provides no protection for churches and synagogues in hiring their pastors and rabbis. In February of 2012, the Obama administration forgives student loans in exchange for public service, but announces it will no longer forgive students if the public service is related to religion. And then, let's see, acts of hostility in the military toward people of biblical faith. June of 2011, the Department of Veterans Affairs forbids references to God and Jesus during burial ceremonies at Houston National Cemetery. In August 2011, the Air Force stops teaching the just war theory to officers in California because the course is taught by chaplains and is based on a philosophy introduced by St. Augustine in the 3rd century AD, a theory long taught by civilized nations across the world except America. September 11th, here's his favorite month and year. Air Force Chief of Staff prohibits commanders from notifying airmen of programs and services available for them from chaplains. And then again in September 11th, the Army issues guidelines for Walter Reed Medical Center stipulating that no religious items, Bibles, reading materials, and or facts are allowed to be given away or used during a visit. Again, he does this in November 11th. The Air Force Academy rescinds support for Operation Christmas Child, a program to send holiday gifts to impoverished children across the world because the program is run by a Christian charity. And on November 11th, the Air Force Academy pays $80,000 to add a Stonehenge-like worship center for pagans, Druids, witches, and Wiccans. So he'll do something like that for the devil. He'll make sure he does something for the devil. The U.S. Military Academy at West Point, 3-star Army General and co-rated war hero Lieutenant General William G. Jerry Boykin retired from speaking at an event because he is an outspoken Christian. The Air Force removes God from the patch of Rapid Capabilities Office. The word on the patch was in Latin. February 2012, the Army orders Catholic chaplains not to read a letter to parishioners that their Archbishop asked them to read. And on April of 2012, a checklist for Air Force ends will no longer include ensuring that a Bible is available in rooms for those who want to read them. The Obama administration opposes legislation to protect the rights of conscience for military chaplains who do not wish to perform same-sex marriages in violation of their strongly held religious beliefs. Ain't that something? He's something, ain't he? And then June 2012, Bibles for the American military have been printed in every conflict since American Revolution, but the Obama administration revokes the long-standing U.S. policy of allowing military service emblems to be placed on those military Bibles. Now, there's a whole lot more here about Obama and his dirty little secrets, all the stuff. Dude, it's real clear, very, very clear that Obama was no good for the United States at all. And he was interfering in the elections of his opponents in collusion. So we know that Obama really needs to go to jail for what he did. That's the whole thing. You know, he thinks he's untouchable. But I think justice is going to prevail. I think a lot of things are going to come out in the wash. And look here, Obama and the Biden's war on Christian service members continues with the Biden-Harris administration today. I mean, it just carried right on over, man, to Joe Biden and his administration. So, yeah, there was a whole lot going on between the Obama administration and the Joe Biden administration working together hand in hand to, shall we say, screw over the American people and our religious freedoms. But anyway, I just wanted to bring the light on that today. For anybody out there that really thought Obama was an outstanding president, got news for you, man. He was one of the sorriest presidents we ever had in this country, along with Joe Biden. Joe Biden wasn't no good either. Well, you guys have a great day. I've reached the end of my time on this film. And if you could, hit that little thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel today. I'd greatly appreciate it. Until next time, you guys keep it real out there. Keep it American. And I hope you guys made some great decisions on your votes yesterday. Alrighty. Y'all have a good day. Meeks out. Later.